I came across this nice little bridge this morning. Almost to Pine Grove Furnace State Park. There's a little store there. Hopefully it's open and I can get something to eat. Bye for now. Pine Grove Furnace store where you do the half-gallon challenge. The deal is you're supposed to eat a half a gallon of ice cream in an hour and you get a wooden spoon for your effort and a stomachache. Pine Grove Furnace store. I'll give you a peek of what you can get here is this resupply. And if you want to do the ice cream challenge, fuel canisters. And I'm having the 2-egg cheese and sausage on a muffin. Yum. I believe this is the Rock Maze. So we go this way. I think you can tell which way we go next. I am tired. Just had a really big climb and it's in the 90s and humid. Still tight here. Oh, that's a squeeze. Quite the jumble of rocks here. Oh, it says to go down here. Okay. All right, let's see what's the best way. And he's a little sore, so you gotta take it easy. Okay. Now we're going through that. That's not too tight. And that's it, I think. We're out. When I was here in 2017, it wasn't marked so well. It was kind of hard to figure out how they actually wanted you to go through there. Just something to break up the monotony of walking and walking and walking. Endlessly walking in the woods. Oh, I think it's got us going back up here. I think I saw a blaze up there. Yep, there it is. Okay, there's the next one. Sometimes they can be hard to find the way the sun shines on the trees. Sometimes you actually see a perfect rectangle of light on the tree. From a distance, it actually looks like a blaze. Not as brilliant as a new blaze like this one here, but looks like a worn out blaze until you get closer. Oh, these rocks are going on for a while. Stopped at the Green Mountain Deli and General Store. Had a cheeseburger, fries, had iced tea, had a pint of vanilla ice cream, and then had a pint, not a pint, then I had a ginseng iced tea, and got back on the trail. And when I got back on the trail, we were under a tornado watch. But now the sky turned blue again. So, hoping that that has passed. Or I have hiked out of the area where the watch was. But I think it's the whole northeastern Pennsylvania's in the watch until 11 o'clock tonight. So I guess you can have blue sky, and then the next thing you know, you have a storm, and that's a bad combination sometimes. That's what causes tornadoes and drastic differences in the weather patterns, because updrafts and downdrafts, and when they meet at just the right angles, it starts them spinning and can form a tornado. The clear area like I'm in here, the air temperature is probably warm here and rising. If a thunderstorm comes by, the shaded area in the dark, the air will be cool and falling, and on the edge of the two, depending on just the right combination, it can spin and then lift up into a tornado. Yep, all the rocks are gone except the ones I'm walking on. So I'm gonna end this video for now, and talk to you later. More rocks. Make sure my bug net doesn't fall down and block the view. Go through there. Hear my pack squeaking? It sounds like it's some kind of animal. Here's the spot to hide in when a tornado comes. Right down in there. Okay, this is a big step. This is going to take some maneuvering. Oh, that'd be much easier without this pack on. Whew. This is training for when you get up north into Maine. This is the kind of stuff you're going to have to deal with up north a lot more often than down here. Okay, where do I go? Oh, I didn't. Wasn't supposed to come down here. If I would have looked to my right, I would have saw an arrow there. Let's go up here. This is kind of stuff you want to do in the middle of the day when you're still fresh. Not after 15 miles of hiking. I checked that, it's like, oh, it's only like 2.5 miles to the water source before the shelter. It didn't take me long, and then I had to go through all this. So, it slowed me down, but it's a nice change. It's not that late yet, so I'm still doing good. Didn't get to the Tom's Run shelter until after 8 o'clock last night. Made that decision at 6 o'clock to push for like another almost 7 miles. And the trail was pretty good for a long distance out of that 7. So I was able to do that pretty quick. With the help of some trail magic, right after I decided I would try and push that extra distance. And I said it was 28 miles. It ended up being 25.5 to the shelter. Sometimes the GPS is goofy, and you're better off just taking your destination and subtracting where you came from, and that's your actual more accurate miles for that section that you just did. I've seen the GPS give you quite a spread of distance if you check it and then do it again and you didn't even move, and the miles might change in like 5 or 10 miles. That, they don't usually go that far out of whack. Sometimes if you're doing it though, it's still calculating on a place you were in earlier in the day. So that can mess it up. Up and down. Where do we go from here? There's one blaze. Okay, I see it, it's down there. Don't have to go up to the top of this pile. Along the edge. Well, before the trail was here, there were a lot of spots here that bears could have used to stay in over winter. But with the trail here now, sure it's too busy. And this is not an ideal spot for them anymore. Instead, they'll go find somebody's summer cabin that's empty all winter and go hide under the deck. Because nobody will be there all winter. Okay, got a sliding board here. I don't think I'll slide down it though. I had that slide when I entered Pennsylvania, and I think that's more than enough. right. Made it through without getting a scrape or a bruise. Still going down a little more. The main part's over though. And this is where you start getting a little relaxed, and this is where you'll slip and fall because you're not paying as much attention anymore. Just like the spot I fell. There's really nothing that remarkable about that spot. It's fairly flat, not even as steep as this. Not too many rocks. And that one flat rock was wet. That's all it took. And the foot slid right out. And I fell backwards. So there's no using trekking poles when you're falling backwards. And just landed off to the side of the trail in the rocks. Cracked my elbow pretty good. And then I was like a turtle laying there, trying to get back up. It was kind of comical. Could always just unbuckled my pack and got up, but it was comical trying to get up with it on. So all the guys that I saw at the Pine Grove Furnace store there where they do the ice cream challenge probably wonder what happened to me, because I struck out before them, and they're probably already at the shelter because nobody showed up at the Green Mountain Deli while I was there. I was there an hour, maybe even a little more. I was taking a nice, long, relaxing break. Why not? I knew I could make it to the shelter at a reasonable time. It was only a short distance compared to yesterday. Well, actually, it was about the same distance, but time-wise, it was a lot earlier. I had three more hours to do the same distance, so just hung out there, relaxed. Nobody showed up. They probably weren't hungry. They all did that ice cream challenge. They used to sell half gallons. They don't sell them anymore, so you have to buy the. I'm not sure how much it is, but it's, I don't know, it's a pretty big box. And you buy a pint to go with it, and that equals a half gallon. And they were eating them pretty quick. And I was like, nah, no thanks. I'll have 2 eggs, sausage and cheese on I think it was a ciabatta bread. Something healthy. Well, sort of healthy. More healthier than ice cream anyway. And I knew I was going to the Green Mountain Deli and I was going to eat again, so I didn't want to be stuffed with ice cream. I was happy to get there and have a pint. That was enough for me. Okay, I think I'll end the video now. Just heading downhill. I think I hear a road. So